Brexit could result in the EU crumbling and other countries leaving in droves now the UK has completely left the bloc. According to an expert, Bruges Group director Robert Olds argued Brexit is the beginning of the end for the European Union. During an interview with Express.co.uk, Mr. Olds insisted other nations within the bloc will see that they can thrive without Brussels. The co-author of the political book More Light is predicted to combat this. The EU will attempt to reform to keep countries more tightly bound to the EU. However, this may have the opposite effect. Mr. Olds said, as soon as there is a process in the European Union saying we want some powers back, that will create a tidal wave of reform. Ultimately, Brexit will lead to the breakup of the European Union. In the first instance, the EU will hope they can double down and they can pressure member states. However, Britain has shown it can actually get a trade deal with the EU and thrive outside of Brussels' orbit. He said, we will see, no doubt, the reshoring of more manufacturing into the UK. We will probably see a renege on British manufacturing as we exploit the markets around the world from the 60 trade deals Liz Truss is negotiating. We will see countries realize they are better off outside of the EU just like Britain is. Since the referendum, until the COVID crisis and the government's lockdowns, the economy was growing quite handsomely despite all the predictions of all the Remainers. The European Union is in crisis. They will be suffering from less money as a result of Britain's exit. Mr. Olds also highlighted key issues in the European Union that are causing frustration in member states. He said, Italy and other countries in southern Europe are so in debt. Greece's debt to GDP ratio is 200%, Italy's is 130%. We have countries in Eastern Europe that no longer want to have the free movement of people. Angela Merkel has been socially dumping migrants they have encouraged into the bloc and pushing them into Eastern Europe. That has created a whole host of opposition for the European project in Eastern Europe. This will express itself politically in time.